Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Bridgewater's Vikings going up against Dak Prescott's Cowboys.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And unable to get downhill there, as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
2nd down following the run.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
Here we go. 1, 6.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Double tight, double tight.
Here we go. 1, 6.
Finds a seam inside the 40. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Tiger! Tiger! Fresno! 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 Get ready!
Now they'll run it on the toss. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Bridgewater on first down. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Strong left, strong left. Two jet, two force,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Hey, watch it.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Set. Wait, 90.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Everyone's got 4.
Go to 54. Go to 54.
And now here's a carry heading left. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Go. Get loud. I want to hear you.
Here we go. Wide 8.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Blitz. That's it, baby.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Tight end left.
Here we go.
4 down.
To throw is Prescott. And no escaping this. this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap, loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
Here we go. Wide eight. Wide eight.
We got 4.
Prescott now on second down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Hey, here we go. Wide eight.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down.
4 down, 4
Here we go.
down. Check,
Wide
check.
eight. Wide eight. Take.
95's the sand.
They'll run it with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Good move at the 30. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Tight right, tight right.
Here we go. Wide eight. Take.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And running with power here. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Wide eight. Take.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Prescott off play action. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes Quarter number one. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number two. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Here we go. Wide 80.
On third down, it's Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Here we go.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
Here we go. Wide 80.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Here we go.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
There we go. That's it. There you go.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Tight left. Hey, guys, check me out. Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 2, force.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is knocked down from the side at the 23. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Tight right. 3 down. Let's go.
Bridgewater now on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession.
Here we go. Wide 80. Count.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check it.
First down, Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Hot. Oh, boy, I know you felt that one.
Here we go. Going to 54. Wide 80. Here we go. Wide 80. 26.
A handoff as they run the counter play. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And he'll power his way up near the 25. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater got his man complete over the middle. It's Barnes. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. And how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. It's Bridgewater going for the deep ball. And it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And tough starting field position here.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Here we go. Going to 54. Wide 80.
4 down. Alert.
Here we go. 26.
following the interception. Here's Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go. 1-8,
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, here we go. 1-8.
Prescott from the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Strong right.
Kill.
We got 4.
Here we go. 1-8.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up.
Here we go.
Let's go,
1-8.
bro. Let's
Here we
go.
go. Kill. Here we go. 1-8.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
95's Mike.
Play action now, Prescott.
Here we go.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Let's go.
give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will storm. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Let's go.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Roger. Force. Set. Two jet. Tagger.
And he motions the wide receiver. Second down, Bridgewater. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Get ready. Blue 58.
On third down, it's Williamson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On fourth down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken around the 12. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Two jet. Let's go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Check, butt set. Get ready. White 90. Watch 84. White 90.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Tackles.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Strong right.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Bridgewater to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Let's go. Hey. Hey.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Now he's flushed out left. He may try and run for this. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
There we go. Wide, ain't it? There we go. Kill.
And now here's a carry heading left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Check 4.
2nd down, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
4 down.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Hey, right, Roger. Tiger.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Set. Wait 90. Wait 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down following the run.
Tight end left. We got 3.
Let's
We
go.
got 3.
Wait 90.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. It's Hodges. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Do your job. Get ready. Wait 90. Wait Tiger. 2 jet.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Crash down. Crash. Run. Come on.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Set. Wait 90.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Demarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Tiger. 2 jet. 2 Tiger. Force.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Going deep for Diggs. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And some room to roam now. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota.
Single. Force. Get ready. Blue 58.
Back to it after the pick 6. Bridgewater. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Ringo.
3 buzz.
Let's go. Wait 90. Wait 90.
54, right there. 54 Mike.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Go, go, go. Set. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Get ready. Little two-jet. Two-jet. Force. Force. Head. Force. Tagger.
Here's Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head.
We're going to 54. Wide.
Watch twin.
We're going to 54. We're going to 54. Wide.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to put one out here to his running back. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. So still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Double tight.
Hey.
4 down. 4 down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And out now come the Vikings. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wallace. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's go.
Shift together here from the D-line. Throwing is Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Double tight. Double tight.
There we go.
4 down. 4 down. Alert.
There we go. Going to 53.
Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
4 down. 4 down. Check.
Going to 54. Going to 54. Wide 8.
Bang, 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 bang.
There we
Bang,
go.
bang.
Wide 8.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Daniil Hunter able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Rush in.
Here we go.
95.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
Your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Let's go. Right 90. Set.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. 14 yards that time for number 14. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Vikings on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be third and a mile. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
I'm going to come back to you.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Double tight, double tight. There we go. 4 down, 4 down. Kill.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Everyone's got 4 down.
There we go. Wide
95
8.
is Mike. Watch 95. I'm on.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Wide 8.
Throwing here, Prescott. This is intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off.
Here they come. Hot.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Well, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes, it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Defense, let's get out the field, defense. Forward! Set! 180! Two jet! Forward! Tiger!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Second down following the incompletion.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Gun. Here we go. Wide, hey,
Hey, we got 3 down.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Here we go.
Oh, Prescott here to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Here we go. Wide, hey,
Guys.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here we go. Wide, 80.
3 down.
Going to 54. Wide, 80. What do you think?
Check 24. Check.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long.
Tight end's on the Ringo.
Here we go. Wide, 80. What do you think?
3 down. Hey.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week.
you.